Right, guys, welcome back to the Split Decision podcast. How are we feeling about our picks, gentlemen?
Pretty good. Alex?
So, Alex, where'd you go wrong?
What happened?
What happened? You're confident.
Yeah.
Paddy's pretty good, isn't he?
He's pretty good, isn't it?
Paddy's pretty good.
How do you feel about Chandler?
I'm not backing him again, man.
Yeah.
It's...
Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
I've given him every chance now. It's sort of...
Yeah.
That was like the last line for me, I'm sorry. But,
Finally, man. Finally.
Yeah, Paddy's good.
Paddy's very good.
He's not a fluke.
He's definitely not. As predicted as well. The way he finished it.
Oh man, I wish he got the sub like I'd hoped. But
I think this is better, you know. A TKO.
It didn't align with my pick.
Jiu-jitsu guy.
Come on, now.
Yeah,
didn't align with my pick.
Got
I was hoping he'd sub in, but yeah, I'm super happy for Paddy.
Do you not still think though? Right, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
But Chandler's like the worst of the top 7.
I don't think so either.
But
I think where's he go? There's no incline from here now.
Yeah.
He's not going to get anyone in the top 5 now.
No, not Paddy. Paddy got Paddy got the easiest matchup. I think Paddy's really good now. Yeah, Paddy got the easiest matchup of the top.
No,
7.
I agree. Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah,
but
so,
he also ran through him.
But I'm so contradicting myself. But everyone's ran through Chandler.
Yeah. Yeah. This is what we wanted to hear.
So
exactly.
Everyone's ran through Chandler. Hear. So I'm
telling you, man, Alex is.
No, after it. If I'm honest, yeah, I think he can beat a lot of them. I think he can beat Gaethje, I think he can beat Poirier.
Who don't you think he beats?
Oliveira, Makhachev and Topuria.
He can beat Poirier. I was thinking about
this
the other day.
Poirier's ducking him, you know. You heard what Poirier's come out and said?
He can so beat Poirier. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Gaethje is a bit more dangerous, but I feel like Gaethje is getting up there in age as well. 37. Paddy's on the come up. It's getting better. Gaethje is declining.
I think he smashes most of them after that.
I think he smashes Gaethje. I think Poirier's a harder fight than Gaethje, you know.
Yeah.
I think Poirier's a harder fight. I think he beats Oliveira.
Oh, I don't.
No, I can't. No, not Oliveira. I don't think.
I think he does.
Everyone else though, Poirier, Gaethje.
I don't think Paddy will want to go to the ground with Oliveira.
I think he wants to prove a point though.
Yeah.
I think he'd want to prove a point because what we were saying earlier. I think Paddy applies jiu-jitsu to MMA so much better than most, and I think so does Oliveira. But I don't know, Oliveira don't rely on that too much. I still don't. Yeah. Currently, this current version of him, I don't think he relies on it too much.
Yeah.
I just think Oliveira's striking's. I think his striking's better. I think his ground game's better. Paddy looked massive though. Paddy was massive.
So big, yeah.
It says he's 5'10".
And Chandler's a big 55.
He's 5'11"-ish, but he was way bigger than Chandler. Chandler was he's not a small guy, innit? Chandler is fucking.
Yeah.
It surprised me how good he was. He beat him up.
But what annoys me a bit about Chandler is that he was saving his energy, right? And he still couldn't get any shots off in the second round. He still wasn't able to get going. He
looked so sluggish. He looked heavy.
He looked so heavy. He looked so slow. He looked like an aging fighter.
I just hope this hasn't given us false hope with Paddy.
I don't think so.
I think Paddy was outstanding. Paddy did everything perfect.
Yeah.
He didn't gas out. He didn't put the weight on like he did in previous fights. But he just looked so physically big. It's obviously other than the top 3, Makhachev. I'd put Arman in that. I think Arman's a hard fight for him.
Though,
He wants Arman though, doesn't he? Have you heard all his comments to Arman? He wants Arman for some reason.
Well, you know, he said I'm not fighting the posh twat.
But he's kind of just been. He's been it feels right to make that fight, even though I actually am not interested really too much in that fight.
You know, I'd give him Holloway.
It's not gonna happen.
Nah,
it's not gonna happen.
Well,
he's not gonna take it. Holloway Chandler.
Chandler deserves a shot at the BMF belt, you know.
That's such a bullshit belt,
it isn't.
Shouldn't even be.
It's such a bullshit belt, man.
You do Poirier Holloway.
They already fought twice, innit?
No, exactly. But I'm saying so. But Poirier's on a losing streak, and Holloway's they've not fought. Well, they have fought that way actually.
Yeah.
But give Poirier the chance of the BMF belt again.
I've got a take on the BMF belt. I just think it just needs to be like a one fight thing and nobody retains it. I think it needs to be like a Gaethje versus Holloway, let's say. Whoever wins gets it, but then a heavyweight can fight for it a year down the line or something.
Yeah, because the BMF belt is very much limited to 2 weight classes.
But then it's like, who gives a shit about the BMF belt?
I like it.
You're just not good enough to be a champ.
Masvidal had it. That's when I liked it.
It's like wrestling, man. It's like wrestling. Like there should be more belts.
It's a Power Rangers belt, isn't it?
It is a Power Rangers.
I love it. But like, if you think of like other weight classes, who should have one?
Yeah.
You could like have Kevin Holland fight for one, who steps up all the time.
I don't know. He's not a
away from
BMF
belts, man.
He
I
fights
was
all.
about to say Sean Strickland, but no.
No.
Volk should go for it, man. Volk should have it.
He should have 2 belts. Yeah,
Volk's
exactly.
the BMF of the fucking UFC.
Anyone in the top 5 shouldn't be hunting down a BMF belt. Nobody who is serious about winning, like Michael Chandler, maybe should be trying to fight for a BMF belt. That's the type of what I think the BMF belt is. It's just you're not quite there, but let's give you something to keep you going.
But BNF means someone that steps up and delivers.
Yeah.
And is exciting.
Chandler's that.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I agree.
Chandler Holloway would be a good fight.
Nah, you know what they'll do. You know what they'll do if he comes back, McGregor Holloway. It's a rematch.
He's not coming back ever.
No, if he comes back though, and they get to put a belt on him.
Holloway would beat him up.
I don't think Conor is coming back.
He's never coming back.
No, but like that is such an obvious way to get a belt on him. Someone he ain't gonna beat Holloway, but I don't know how we got back onto BMF talk. Is there anything you want to go over in the prelims?
Yes. I want to start with Dan Ige, Sean Woodson. If you watch that fight, really good performance by Dan Ige. Dan Ige is sort of like, it reminds me of Topuria with more feints and less output.
And worse.
He's worse, but the reason he's losing these big fights, because he's not throwing volume, he's setting stuff up, he's feinting all the time, and he's waiting for one big shot. Meanwhile, Topuria, he would throw like 5-6 shots. If he could put together his combinations a bit more, he would be in the top 5. He would win those fights against Lopez. He would win the fights against Cater, but that's ages ago. You know what I mean? He would be right there in the top 5.
He's a bit of a gatekeeper, isn't he?
He really is.
But like, he's a low rank gate. Like, he's ranking shit.
I think he should be higher ranked. He's 15th.
Yeah.
I think he should be higher ranked than that.
It was to get Woodson in. It's the worst stoppage.
He would have finished him either way. You know what I mean?
No, but still, obviously, you lose on the scorecard. That stoppage was a joke.
It was. Yeah. But he pieced him up though. Let's be
honest.
No,
but like, you can't stop the fight like that. Like, he wasn't coming back into it. He didn't win the fight.
He would have finished him regardless.
Yeah,
I get your point.
Ige's sort of that level though, like where you fight. If you can beat an Ige, you're in the top 10.
But where does he go from here? You know what I mean? Like, what's next for Ige?
But he's never gonna be anything, unfortunately.
We don't know.
No, he isn't. He's already lost to the top guys.
I know, but he's also not like one of those guys that should be out of the top 15. You know what I mean? He's, like you said, he's a gatekeeper, but he's got so much potential.
No, he reminds me of like an Edson Barboza. Like, he was never there.
Like a Michael Chandler almost.
Like a Neil Magny.
Yeah, like Chandler.
Yeah. He's such a gatekeeper though.
I'll never back him again, you know.
Good, yeah. Honestly, good performance by Dan Ige against a 6'2". I don't know if you watched the fight, but the height difference was insane. You know, even an overhand would not have connected.
Have you seen that the comments people have made about him? Call him like a fucking goblin and that. He's like the worst. He looks so weird.
Like, his arms are so long, his his torso is really short.
Didn't they have like a similar reach?
No.
Am I really wrong by saying that?
No, that's the Volk Lopez fight.
Oh, okay.
I'd go over as well. Well, you said it. Tresean Go versus Marco Tulio.
Oh my days. Marco Tulio, man, keep your eyes on that guy because he's like the Sean O'Malley of the middleweight division. You know what I mean? I know it's a bit early to say, but he's got so much potential. And Tresean Gore, he used to be really good.
No, he didn't. He's shit.
Watch The Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, he's shit on The Ultimate Fighter. Brian Battle beat him.
You backed him last week, no?
No, did I fuck? Tresean Gore, he's got Mong strength, yeah. He's like a Mong. He's a proper Mong.
He looks like a caveman, to be fair.
Yeah, he's thick as fuck. He's getting cut from the UFC.
Yeah, I mean...
He's the one who had that submission I showed you.
Oh, yeah.
He's not good. He's not good.
Okay, he wasn't that good, but at The Ultimate Fighter, he was sort of, before Brian Battle beat him, he was mincing everyone up. 3 in a row.
The guy's 5-3,
finishes.
mate. I don't know how he's in the UFC. Arosa, Elkins is done, innit?
Horrible. Just, he should retire because he's getting brain damage. And
he's fighting for a paycheck, innit?
so he got jabbed, right? He started stumbling, and he never got back into the fight. And from there on, I was just like,
It's rough when you see that, innit?
yeah, that's brain damage. You know what I mean?
It's like Tony Ferguson on his last few fights. You know, when he's just getting hit, and you're like,
If you get jabbed in the face, it takes you a few seconds to recover. But he never recovered. You know what I mean?
That's what he should change his name to, you know.
Yeah.
Darren the Brain Damage Elkins.
Darren Too Much Damage Elkins.
Too much
You know what I mean?
damage.
Like,
Chase Hooper, Jim Miller.
yeah. So we got the oldest fighter versus the youngest fighter.
Yeah.
On the card.
Hooper's really good.
Hooper is good, man.
I think Hooper will be a top 15.
You watched his post-fight interview.
Yeah, about too much.
He was cooning too much, yeah.
Yeah.
he was trying to go for a highlight reel, wasn't he? All the subs he was trying to go for, some calf slices, everything. I was like, damn, this guy is...
What's your take on his jiu-jitsu? Because
I think he's really good, but he didn't finish it, did he?
He looks like a
Jim
guy
Miller,
who does jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, he does. He does. He looks like a bit of a dog. Do you know? There's a few guys on UFC Fight Pass that are the jiu-jitsu cards. That just generally, there's loads of guys that look like him.
He reminds me of the lad from One.
Mike Musumeci.
Mike Musumeci.
Like, he just doesn't look like a fighter.
They're all just like, I don't know if you want to keep this in. They're all just a bit like autistic. They're
Yeah.
all just a bit,
Yeah,
they're all
keep
just
that
a
in.
bit, it's a thing in jiu-jitsu that's like, if you're autistic and
Yeah, why is that?
something else. If you're autistic and take steroids,
Yeah.
then
like
you're
Gordon
going to be
Ryan.
successful.
It is a bit of an autistic sport.
Oh mate, it's a
jiu-jitsu.
mega
Yeah, it
autistic
really is.
sport. It's a mega autistic sport. It's like the running joke of jiu-jitsu, just like full of autism.
Yeah. You've seen that meme where they're like, pull guard. Like, come on, let's go.
Yeah. Someone breaks into your house and you sat on the floor pulling guard.
Start pulling guard.
I would another highlight on the prelims. I'm surprised it wasn't the prelims because it's like a number one contender fight. Jandaroba versus Jan. Jandaroba.
I didn't watch it, so you
Didn't
can...
watch it.
Yeah, Jandaroba just dominated her. Like, she looked unbelievable. But she's been on this run for the past few fights now. But Yan Jiaonan was the one who almost came back against Zhang Weili.
She's actually quite good, you know, but...
Yeah, Yan's really good. I'm surprised it got pushed down to the prelims, but...
Because no one watches it.
That's her... Yeah, I know. That's her... But if it wasn't the main card, we would have watched it. You would have watched it.
We have to, yeah. I mean, just, you know...
Because you're
just waiting for the co-main.
His break, innit?
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the main card.
Let's be honest, like...
But she's obviously going to fight Zhang Weili now. If Zhang Weili doesn't fight Shevchenko,
oh shit,
that's the fight to make. But main card,
right.
Reyes, Krylov.
I'm really happy with this one.
I predicted it exactly as it went. So, obviously, Krylov, you know, long range, kicks, went in a bit recklessly. Dominic Reyes, bam, counter, left hand, sort of like Conor McGregor versus Jose Aldo.
Everyone was saying that one though.
Yeah, a bit of a rookie mistake, if I would say so, because he came in hands down. Don't know what he's trying to do, but yeah, Reyes obviously he was on it, counter left hand. Yeah, 3-fight winning streak for Reyes.
I'm excited for him. I'm
really
excited for him.
It mixes up, doesn't it? The 205 division.
Yeah.
Like it throws someone else in the mix because we're just getting rematches with Hill. Prohaska, Pereira and Kalaev.
It's a bit of a boring division, isn't it?
Nothing new's come in. I think people root for him. Like the crowd erupted from him a bit. I think people root for him because of the John Jones situation.
Yeah.
Like I think he's actually really quite liked.
Yeah.
I went Krylov as well. I got it wrong, but
I just never seen anything in Krylov that makes me think that he's going to be
I think he's really good.
I don't know, you know, he doesn't convince me.
But this is obviously Reyes. This is how Reyes was before he lost to Jones.
You forget how good Reyes actually is.
The way he I like the way Reyes carries himself, man. I think he's a good speaker. I think he likes to play the villain sometimes a little bit. He's not very bothered, but I think he's devastating.
I think his mental game is really strong.
You said that last week, though, eh?
Yeah.
You said that like the mental battle.
That's what carries him, because he's been
he's
KO'd 3 times. Imagine being KO'd 3 times on live TV. You know what I mean? And coming back from that.
Some big KOs as well, eh?
Yeah, like out cold. You know what I mean? So, yeah, respect, man.
I thought he'd go down a career path like who's the Brazilian Johnny Walker. That's
Johnny
how I thought
Walker,
Reyes would go. But he just gets KO'd all the time.
Yeah.
Johnny Walker.
Remember when he was doing like backflips and shit?
Yeah, and then he injured his shoulder.
Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah, good on Reyes, man. Honestly, I love to see him. You know, get some contenders, fight some contenders, and maybe get some title shot.
Yeah, Reyes smashed it. Gene Silva, Mitchell.
I'm so excited for this guy now, man. Yeah. I'm so excited for Gene Silva.
So predictions. I mean, I said KO. What did you say?
We all said KO.
KO.
What a fucking submission as well.
The confidence of all of them, like the fighting nerds, I think they're just all thriving off each other at the minute.
Literally.
They're 19-0 in the UFC.
Yeah. It's just, what's the secret?
The coach is not an MMA guy, he was a businessman. He was a fan of MMA.
Yeah.
And he's just sort of, like, he's not got a background.
How the fuck does that happen?
I don't know, it's weird, isn't it? It doesn't make sense.
It shouldn't happen at the highest level. It should be 19-0 anyway.
I just don't get it, because there's 4 of them. So how high are the chances that one of them would lose by now, right? They're all...
But no, the 19-0 counting Olazechuk and the guy, I fucking love him. The guy who fought Makayev in London once. He's got an Olympic boxing background.
Oh, Charles Johnson.
Yeah, Charles Johnson's a fighting nerd, and ever since he's joined them...
He's a fighting nerd?
Yeah, ever since I'm sure he is.
Really?
Because he's gone 4-0 ever since joining them.
No way.
I'm sure he's moved over.
I always liked Charles Johnson.
Yeah, I really like Charles Johnson. I thought he had
potential. Yeah.
Charles Johnson's like, he's not really like a high level, but he is good.
Yeah.
But Gene Silva, man.
Gene Silva.
He bullied him.
Yeah.
Did you know when he threw the spinning hook kick? Did you see who he pointed to?
His teammate.
He pointed to Ruffy, who knocked out the other week.
Yeah.
He's just taking the piss.
He's like, watch me now. Bam, he threw it.
And it's a bit like Bryce Mitchell looked small, he looked weak.
He looked uncomfortable.
I was going to say, he needs to do some strength and conditioning because he was
running.
He's very weak. Like, he looks weak for the division.
He looked like he hadn't trained.
Yeah.
He just had God on his side. Did full goal,
yeah. I feel like he just works on the farm and he doesn't do any strength and conditioning. I feel like he's just rolling in the mud, you know what I mean? Like
what did you, obviously you got a Jits background, what do you think of his takedowns are just no settle?
No problem. Like Gene Silva just felt way too high level for him. It just I don't even feel like it felt like it didn't feel competitive. Like I didn't feel like Bryce Mitchell was gonna do anything with anything.
Yeah.
Like I didn't feel like even like the striking, the grappling, anything. It just felt like Gene Silva had an answer for everything.
What do you think of the sub?
Oh mate, it was unreal. It was so good.
It was
so
good.
Clean. But it was so obvious. Like Bryce Mitchell kept shooting, and he just kept going for he kept getting him like guillotine positions.
Yeah.
And it was like Bryce Mitchell. It was so like. A high level guy doesn't keep shooting in that way.
I don't think Gene Silva wanted to finish it by sub either.
Probably not, but like he was just really there every single time he shot.
And he was out cold, by the way.
Did you see him tap? He was tapping and he didn't let go.
He went out.
He didn't let go. Yeah.
But it was a quick submission as well. Like he went out. He
went
out
tight,
quick.
They're tight.
But question for you, how would you? Because you're a jiu-jitsu guy. How would you approach a fight like John Silva?
I don't know, man. I mean, John Silva's just proved that he's way better at defending the takedown,
exactly. I think Bryce didn't see that one coming.
I think everyone thought that Bryce Mitchell would be more dominant grappling, and he wasn't.
It's just how physically bigger he was.
And he wasn't. Yeah. He's so dense, Gene Silva.
Well, he's only 5'7", but
he's training with Charles Baralho, isn't he?
He gets fat, Charles Baralho.
Yeah.
I feel like you approaching Silva, you have to be a really high level wrestler is what I feel or a really high level grappler to do any damage. Off the back of that, I don't think like an average grappler is going to do much with him.
I don't think he's I don't think he's going to perform like that in his next fights.
Oh, because he's having way too much fun. I don't think you can do that. It's like the Chandler thing. Chandler, we keep bringing back to Chandler, but you can't have he's having way too much fun. Where it's like, how much does that compromise your performance?
Yeah.
And I think hopefully he keeps it fun still, because that's what's entertaining about it.
I think that worked for his game as well.
I think so, because he's awkward.
But
he's weird.
With what's next? I think you could do it against like a Josh Emmett.
Yeah.
But like an Arnold Allen. Lerone.
He can't do that.
He can't be doing
guys,
that.
No.
Brian Ortega, I think he could.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But not like a. Like he obviously Holloway's gone up, but like Holloway, Allen, Murphy, who else is up there? Like Lopez, you can't be messing around like that.
Yeah, Lopez and.
But he's exciting, man. He's exciting.
Maybe give him Dan Ige, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
give him Dan Ige, yeah.
He's exciting though, isn't he? Yair Pitbull.
I'm disappointed in Pitbull, honestly. In my mind, obviously I picked Yair, but I thought it was going to be a split decision. I thought it was going to be way more competitive. But Pitbull just froze. He didn't do anything. He didn't throw anything. He didn't even game plan for it. He just went in. It's like as if he went into a fight, like a sparring session. Oh, tall guy. He kept his distance the whole time. That you can't beat someone like a good kicker like Yair without closing the distance or without even trying.
Obviously, I know I got some of them wrong, but I nailed that. I either said he'd catch him a head kick on the way in, which he nearly did a few times.
But he does have a good chin.
Or go to decision just by keeping at range of them kicks.
Yeah.
But like if you're the shorter striker, obviously he was struggling to get in range.
Exactly.
But Pitbull's smaller than everyone in that division.
Yeah.
So, and he's smaller than everyone in most fights. But like you said, obviously he's lost previous to people bigger than him.
Tall guys, lanky guys.
But obviously he's just not learned from it.
He's a B-League fighter, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We didn't know this though, because he's been world
Yeah.
champion in Bellator. Like, you've never seen him before. What do you think of him?
I just thought he was just not ready for that. I just don't think he was. I don't think it was competitive at all.
He
He had
wasn't.
nothing. He had
He
like
did
there was nothing.
He had a few moments, a few combinations that he was throwing.
I just never felt like he was like. Never
Yeah.
felt like it was going to change. Like I never felt like he was going to get a last round knockout. I just
Yeah.
never felt like that.
So he was waiting to counter Yair Rodriguez with punches,
Yeah.
but Yair Rodriguez is a kicker. It just doesn't make sense. How do you counter? A little boxer can't counter a long rangey kicker.
He's gonna have no height.
It's just
now
basic
As well.
fundamental shit.
Yeah,
like,
it's a bad showing from
He's
Pitbull.
gonna have
Yeah.
no height.
Like,
now.
I don't know what he does now. But like, obviously you got other people coming over now. Like, you got Aaron, do you know who Aaron Pico is? No.
yeah.
Aaron Pico.
He-
Aaron Pico is good.
He's good, but he's lost so many times as well. I just don't know if these Bellator guys are good enough or on the same level as these UFC guys.
Well, like the lower ranked UFC people, like Sergio Pettis, went over there.
Yeah, and he beat Pitbull.
And he's world champion.
He's world champion.
But he was like ranked 5th,
Ryan-
8th in.
Ryan Bader.
Yeah, Ryan Bader was world champion.
Yeah.
And he's shit.
He was shit in UFC.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where does Pitbull go from here, man? 'Cause
Yeah.
imagine he fights like a rank 10 opponent and just gets beat. Like,
Yeah.
just get rid of him at that
I'm
point.
just not excited about him anymore, and I was the only one that was actually.
Yeah, I know.
If I'm not excited about him, no one else is. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, obviously we touched on Paddy before.
Mm.
He smashed it. Chandler is he just loses.
Yeah.
He's like 2-6 in the fucking
We should
UFC.
go over. Who do you think Chandler has to face?
I was
next?
just about to say that. We should
Yeah.
go over. I reckon Chandler. I think a Holloway fight for him would be nice.
I feel like Holloway should have a higher.
I agree.
ranked
I do
fighter.
agree to some extent. But who's Holloway gonna fight?
But if you look at matchmaking, yeah, like I think Holloway can either fight a Poirier, that's it.
Yeah.
Charles is going to fight. I think
Poirier
Charles Paddy is the
again.
one. I'd see Poirier at this point in his career. Yeah, obviously Holloway's never beat Poirier.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. He's
I think he would do now. I'd put money on.
well,
Holloway.
Poirier said he's basically got his last fight booked.
Yeah.
He's got one more fight. He's basically already decided because he dismissed the Paddy thing. He was like, "Oh, I've got my fight booked. I'm not fighting Paddy."
So he's nearly out.
Chandler could fight a Moicano.
You think that would be an interesting matchup?
I'm still not excited for that.
What's the ranking of Moicano? Do we know that?
Did he go up after losing to Makachev? He's like 8 in it.
I hope not.
Moicano's. I really like Moicano's really good. You know what I would do?
He's
Benoit
good,
Saint Denis.
I was thinking about him as well.
He's
but-
got a fight coming up though.
Okay, I think other than Chandler, Benoit Saint Denis is the most overrated fighter in
Yeah,
the
he's
UFC.
shit.
Ooh.
He's so overrated.
In
He
the
He
whole
really is.
UFC. No, I don't disagree, but in
Yeah.
the whole UFC.
And he's gonna get exposed even more.
Have you seen who they matched him up with?
No, who's
Bahamondes.
Fuck that. he's it's over for him. Man.
Yeah, Bahamondes is just like he's fucking sick.
Back to the apex after that one.
I think he'll get cut.
I don't know. If he
Mate,
gets
he's lost
cut.
what 3 in a row.
Yeah, but
Bahamondes is going to knock him out in the first round.
they need a French guy in the UFC just for like marketing purposes, innit? They'll keep him around.
I'd
but
see that fight though, Chandler Saint Denis. Just let them knock the fuck out of each other.
I would do Chandler Saint Denis. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good matchup.
That's Chandler's next fight, then. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both meatheads. They can both like.
Chandler might win that.
Chandler, yeah, that's a
Then
winnable
you'll back
fight.
him again.
You know what?
No,
I'll
Alex,
run it back
no.
one more
Run
time.
it up.
I'll run it back one
No,
more
just
time.
flashback to when Alex said, "I'm never backing
No.
Chandler again."
Yeah, Chandler round 1 knockout against Benoit Saint Denis.
Right. So
Oh,
if
my
you've got,
goodness.
so that's the fight you got for Chandler. Who have you got for Paddy? Who's Paddy? Who do
Okay,
you want
now,
Paddy to
now
fight
it
next?
gets interesting.
You know who I'd love? I'd really love Topuria.
Poirier or Topuria?
Have you seen what Topuria said?
Topuria.
Topuria
He said he'd back him. He said
Yeah, he
he'd
said
have
at the Bernabeu, Madrid Stadium.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the
The roof
see
on,
the
is that what-
roof
yeah, I
on.
remember,
yeah, but him and Paddy.
Yeah.
Mate, 'cause
I'd like that, you
English
know.
fans would travel.
I'd
I'd
like
see
that.
it.
Yeah,
I'd like
yeah.
that. They'd fill the Bernabeu, wouldn't they? It's like 80,000. They'd
Easy.
fill
Yeah.
that.
You know, Spain is a good location for these UFC fights. I
What-
feel like.
English would travel.
But there's
Yeah.
there's no Spanish fighters. That's the issue, isn't it? There's like
Yeah,
bare-
but
Bahamondes. He's Spanish, isn't he?
No, it's like South American.
I'm thinking of Alvarez. No,
Joel, but he
Joel
can be on that
Alvarez.
card because he's getting
Yeah,
better
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I would love that fight.
Yeah.
Because Topuria's now is not getting Islam, is he?
It makes
He's
sense.
not.
I think he might. I think he might.
I think they give it him.
Do you think?
They will,
I think
yeah.
they'll do. I reckon they'll do Oliveira
Yeah.
Paddy.
You know what? Yeah, that makes sense.
I think Paddy wins that fight. I think Paddy wins that fight.
I would do Gaethje Arman. I do Poirier Holloway.
Yeah.
Paddy Oliveira and Topuria Makhachev.
I kind of agree with you. I think that makes the most sense. Paddy versus Oliveira, and Oliveira is sort of only. Would you say he's on the way out?
I think Paddy is in the perfect position. There's so many fighters on the way out. Like I don't think he's like. I don't think Oliveira's on his way out. But I don't think he's in his prime.
He's not getting better.
I don't think he's getting any better.
No. But they all make sense though.
But
you can make a
Paddy's
start.
getting better.
You either get Oliveira beats him and then gets a title shot,
Yeah.
or you get Paddy's there for the title. Then
Yeah.
We don't want to see Gaethje fighting. We don't want to see Poirier fighting
How
again.
mad would that be if Paddy gets the belt?
That
would be insane.
Could you imagine? Right? Could you imagine? Makhachev gets beat by Topuria. Makhachev moves up. Topuria's got the belt. Defends his belt for the first time against Paddy.
Or Oliveira.
I just want that. Imagine for the title, Paddy
After
versus
all the
Topuria.
beef.
After all the beef.
The only guy that beats Paddy is Topuria, you know.
Makhachev beats him.
Makhachev beats him, I reckon.
Right. Okay. The only two guys.
I agree.
Right.
I agree. I think Makhachev and Topuria are the only people.
I was thinking about Makhachev versus Paddy. I think that would be a competitive fight.
Yeah.
He wouldn't beat him like.
I agree. He
wouldn't beat him like he beat Moicano. It would be I feel like a 5-round. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Poirier took him to the fucking 4th round.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Volk took him to the decision.
Yeah.
Paddy's really good, you
Paddy's
know.
legit.
I never thought he'd be. I
Yeah.
didn't think he'd be. I thought he'd be top 10 at most.
I just hope. Like, I wish Paddy has had like 2 or 3 more fights before Makhachev.
Yeah.
I think 2 or 3 more fights before Makhachev.
I think
I don't think he'll be there.
Well, no, do I. I think his only route now is a fight before Makhachev and then Makhachev,
Yeah.
or fight before Makhachev and then the title.
But don't you think this is the perfect time for Paddy to be in that lightweight division? Because, like you said, everyone's on the way
It's
out.
good to beat them guys.
Yeah.
But I'd like him to like fight like maybe like a Gaethje, Oliveira, then the title.
Gaethje, Oliveira. Yeah. Gaethje's on his
But
way
he's
out.
gonna get. But now everyone loves
It's
Paddy.
perfect for him because they are fading.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
They're
what I'm
big
saying.
names.
Yes.
Like imagine he matched up against a Bahamondes.
Yeah.
Lead into it. That's a
bad matchup, innit?
but,
Yeah.
Like he skipped it by
Yeah.
fighting Chandler. He skipped it.
Think of who he fought: Bobby Green, Tony Ferguson.
This is what I'm saying. He's had an easy path.
Yeah, Bobby
From
Green, Tony
39,
Ferguson,
like 40.
Michael Chandler. Exactly. Next up, Poirier.
But this is what worries me.
But that's the lightweight
This is what
division,
worries
innit?
me about
Yeah.
him. Chandler's really bad. So is he really this good?
I don't know. He's fighting granddads.
Like mate,
but
Oliveira, fucking. I thought when he beat Benil Dariush.
yeah.
Dariush isn't a bad fight for Paddy.
Oh, I forgot about him. That would be a good
I'm
matchup.
not excited about that.
No, it's
though.
not exciting, but like you say, if you want
And
to really.
but also like I think Paddy, Paddy,
Yeah,
Paddy is now at the stage though where like he was disregarded and now he's had this fight and everyone's like give him the Makhachev. Like so,
Yeah.
I think it was like Dana or someone came out and was like, oh like what I don't see why he couldn't
Yeah.
go for Makhachev straight away. And it's like no let him get a bit more
Yeah.
going, man.
But
Getting hype
it
as
is the perfect time to like with Topuria in that division.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just skip
massively.
him, man.
Massively.
Yeah.
Unless you do on the same card, I would do Oliveira and Paddy.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love
And
to see that.
Topuria and
fight,
Makhachev on the same card. You got the press conference with them kicking
Yeah.
off,
Yeah.
and
I'd love
then
to see that.
the winners fight the winners, losers fight the
There'd be
losers.
so much beef. The press conference. That's
Yeah.
what we
Yeah.
need. We need
Yeah.
more of that.
We need more of that in the UFC. Because
Yeah.
right now it's just.
And off the main event, boys.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
did it.
That was a good one. Yeah, we did it, man. We did it.
He did. Shaky times though. That round to the end of round
Yeah.
2 there, I thought, no way.
But for me, like, he looked like the old Volk.
Yeah, he
Like
looked so good.
he was outstanding. Like
You know what we said about? Because I said about. Well, let's do that again. So I was talking about how he game planned for every fight. That's exactly what he did this fight as well.
He's so good at that.
well, you mentioned about the hooks.
Yeah.
And Volk was just throwing jabs out there, moving back.
Exactly. Bro, he only throws hooks.
Mate, you could never get in range. Like Volk was going back the whole time, but he was
Yeah.
landing.
Yeah.
Like, I seen some. I know some people who watched it who thought Lopez was winning it because of the pressure.
Yeah.
He was never landing.
He's never landing.
And in every exchange, yeah, and it reminded me with his fights against Holloway and Rodriguez.
Yeah.
When they both threw at the same time, majority of the time Volk came out a bit better.
Yeah.
Like he either rocked him or that last shot he'd land hard.
Yeah.
And that's where I was worried about Volk getting caught.
Yeah.
But mate, he's still got it.
He's still got it, man. And also, you know, when in the final round when Lopez was sort of like, come on, let's go. Volk didn't let him like get into his head.
Why the fuck
He's still
would you,
jabbing.
man? That
He
annoyed
kept
me,
jabbing,
that. I was
keeping
like-
his distance. And that's what champion does. You know what I mean? Doesn't get
Yeah.
into these slugfests. and just won comfortably. That's what he did.
I think all his title defenses I think just showed dividends. I think it paid dividends completely. Like he just manages the round so well and just does enough. He doesn't overexert. He just takes it in his pace, controls the fight.
He manages distance so well for like a small guy.
I thought
but his reach is longer. He has a longer reach than Lopez.
But you're punching from down upwards, so it's always a bit harder, isn't it?
I thought Lopez was just underwhelming. Like don't really nearly.
But Lopez, I feel like I don't want to say it, but Lopez is a bit overrated in the way he fights.
But look what we was talking about before the fight.
Yeah.
But then if you, like,
he fights like someone that should be fighting in 2010.
But none
he
of
fights like a BJ Penn. That's sort of the style.
But none of us said before the fight that Lopez was going to win a decision, did we?
No.
Like we all just said maybe he'll catch him.
Yeah. It's just too less game playing, too less technique. It doesn't flow.
He knocks me ill, with his hair and
he's slimy guy, slimy.
Do you know about his twitch?
Yeah.
He touches fucking Adam's apple. Mate, it's disgusting. He's hanging. He says he's got a scar there and it itches.
Yeah. Oh,
it's worse than Poirier's short pull up. He's in Poirier. He does that and pulls his shorts up all the time.
Have you seen Mighty Mouse do the impression of Dustin Poirier?
Yeah. But that, mate, that is disgusting. He's hanging. He's good, and I think he can win the title eventually.
I don't think he can.
I want to see Yair. I think Yair beats him,
I don't.
I really don't think.
I think
Lopez
Yair
is that good.
Have you seen Yair calling for a title shot?
No, he shouldn't get it.
No, he shouldn't. Not after that performance.
He's going, apparently now after one win, he's saying on Errol Hawani, after one win you can get a title shot. He's going, Lopez didn't want to fight me when he was above me, now he's coming off a loss and he still beat someone else. You've got to do Lopez Yair's fight after the press conference.
It's got to be done.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And now Volk, Evloev.
Yeah, I would make that fight. Yeah.
It's the only Evloev's.
Yeah, I agree.
If not him, it's Murphy.
But the UFC really hates Evloev. Have you noticed? Because they're putting him up against Aaron Pico. Yeah. That was the matchup.
Well, it's been cancelled now, hasn't it?
But why? Why would you put him up against?
They're giving the title shot.
But yeah, it doesn't make sense though.
Do you think with all the hype at lightweight, do you think Volk tries to go back to lightweight at any point?
I think he defends once one goes up.
I think he knows well enough that there's only killers at lightweight.
But do you think he thinks back to that first Makhachev fight and thinks?
Not with Topuria there.
No.
Did you notice he's not mentioned?
He's
not even said his name. Like the old Volk. When he lost to Makhachev, he was going, "Oh, I want him again." He's not once gone.
Volk knows he's got maybe 2 left.
Yeah.
And then he might call
I don't know,
I think he's got one more defence.
I see Volk just like he loves it, doesn't he?
But his mentality,
he loves it.
It's a blessing and a curse because he believes so much in himself that he'll just keep going.
He's making good money because then that's what I hope.
But if he keeps winning, he's not gonna retire when he keeps winning.
So for me, I think he beats Evloev.
So imagine if he beats Evloev and then he faces another killer next. And imagine if he gets.
Who is there? It's an Allen or a
there's
Murphy.
There's always
Gene Silver by then maybe.
Yeah. There's always a new guy.
I think he beats them all.
I think he beats them all as well. But I don't like. Is that like one thing he said in one of the press conferences? It might be before the fight. It's before the fight. Was he just mentioned how he just dipped in motivation? He just completely dipped in motivation, and like a title fight just kind of comes like.
Spoke about the mental part, and he's got that.
He's had goals in it when he's not in a fight camp.
Yeah.
You know what? If I think he really does. His greatest rival's Holloway, innit? If Holloway's still got that BMF belt, I think you do. Evloev, and I think he would move up for that. I think he'd move up for the BMF belt. And if anyone deserves a shot at it, it is Volk.
I just don't
Volk is
think...
a BMF.
He is a BMF. Really. I agree because he's got that mentality on him. But I just don't like champs going for BMF. Man.
Oh, I do.
I don't like champs going for BMF.
You can't take it seriously.
Because then what do you do? Like if you, let's say Volk wins it, he's got
the same as Holloway.
He's got 2 titles though. What does he do if you beat him? Then you get both titles.
He's the BMF at one. No, because Topuria beat Holloway and didn't get the belt.
Oh yeah.
So you do. He's the BMF at 155 and he's the champion at 145.
Let's get rid of the BMF, man.
No, keep it, man.
Take the Rock away. Forget it ever existed.
I would keep it, but make it, like you said, a bit more weight classes can get involved. Heavyweight, light heavyweight.
I think you should just make it like.
Because now it's just welterweight, lightweight. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just those 2 weight classes.
So. I like it. I really like it. So, recapping, next fights for everyone. Volk, I would give him Evloev.
I agree. Same. Yeah.
Lopez, Yair.
Yeah, you're right.
I think it's got to be Yair.
Paddy.
Poirier for me.
I give him Oliveira.
I give him Oliveira. Yeah.
I'll give him
Chandler. Can
I say something about Chandler? I watched him, and one thing that came to mind was he's basically a CrossFitter with an overhand. That's what Chandler is.
I saw an interview where he doesn't train MMA outside of camps.
He does so much.
Have you seen him doing slam balls all the time and backflips?
He literally says he doesn't train MMA outside of camps.
Brother, this is not high rocks. You know what I mean?
Maybe that's it. That's what he does next.
He does high
rocks.
24
Chandler versus high rocks.
We'll see him in the high rocks games next.
Oh, that's funny.
He might become a champion in high rocks.
Him and TJ Dillashaw are in doubles. Roided out their heads.
Fucking beefed up, yeah.
So I'd go like obviously Benoit Saint Denis' butt, but I'd go for something like that.
Going Holloway.
Yeah, BSD versus
Giving him Holloway for BMF.
Holloway for BMF.
BMF should...
That's good.
I'd like
Chandler deserves it.
Even
McGregor. Give him McGregor.
McGregor can fight anyone. No, I agree. McGregor, you can put him against
Chandler doesn't deserve
anyone.
the payday. Honestly, Chandler doesn't.
Do you reckon he'd beat him?
I reckon he would. I think most people beat McGregor now.
Yeah.
I think most people beat McGregor.
Yeah. Obviously Lopez. We all said.
Yeah.
Pitbull. I don't give
Just get him gone.
Give him
Danige.
Give him.
I would say Danige.
Give him Pico.
But Pico is a 35er, isn't it?
He's fighting Evloev. He's 145.
No, it's 35, isn't it?
Evloev's a 145.
I know, but
So,
I thought he was going down to fight.
Why would
Pico.
Evloev go down?
I don't know. That's
No,
why I was
Pico's going
confused.
up.
Is he actually?
So I'd do Pitbull versus Pico. Let the Bellator, because at least one of them do alright.
Bellator
then.
trash, yeah.
No, but I don't want
Stick
that
him on
in
the
UFC.
prelims.
Keep him in Bellator then.
Honestly,
Bellator's gone in it.
Bellator.
Send him PFL.
Screw
Well, that's
these
what I mean.
guys,
Like,
man.
just get dispatch of them.
Gene Silver,
Okay, Gene
Ooh,
Silva.
that's
Lerone.
I have to get through the top 10 really. Let me
Lerone.
think. Nah,
Lerone or Allen?
Allen. I would give him Allen. Yeah,
Allen.
not Lerone though. I think
Lerone's ranked what?
stylistically, you want to make it exciting because the UFC wants to make it exciting. So I would give him.
It'd be good to build him up a bit more as well before.
I mean, I know he's your teammate, but I think Murphy's a bit boring. So I would give him a more, Allen, exciting fighter, striker.
I think Allen beats him though.
I want Gene Silva to the moon, me. That's what I want.
Oh, you want him champion?
I want him all the way to the top.
all the
great,
fighting nerds are champions.
I want them all the way to the top.
Yeah. All four of them.
Honestly.
Bryce Mitchell.
I think he needs to take some time out. That's my opinion. I think he needs to.
I think he needs to go do CrossFit Chandler.
Beef up a little bit.
I think he needs like a year and a half out, and I think he needs to sort his shit out.
Yeah, no, we send him on a high rocks double to Chandler, and then he comes back, shredded out his head. Mate, he looked soft.
Yeah.
I don't know who you give Bryce. You don't give him Ige, he's beat Ige. Woodson.
Nah, Woodson is too low. He's ranked too low.
Mate, Bryce Mitchell is ranked 14 now?
Yusuf Salal. I would give him Yusuf Salal. You know Yusuf Salal?
I don't know.
He's a black guy?
No, he's like Moroccan.
Where's Nathaniel Wood at the minute?
Not in the top 15.
I give him Nathaniel Wood.
He's outside the top 15 though.
Nathaniel Wood's brilliant. Yeah, but Bryce Mitchell's...
Calvin Cater.
Who? Bryce Mitchell?
He's 15.
He doesn't... Calvin Cater's ranked 15.
Yeah.
I did Nathaniel Wood, Calvin Cater.
Oh, we forgot one guy that's at featherweight now. Aljamain Sterling.
Bryce Mitchell.
You can,
But Bryce Mitchell's on his way out, man.
I think Aljamain Sterling runs through him.
Yeah, he does.
He wins, but that would be a good matchup. I feel like.
Why does he deserve it or jump up the rankings? He's coming off Emmett loss.
I mean, he has to fight someone.
Yeah, he's got to go down. Give Nathaniel Wood a chance to get in the top 15.
But Nathaniel Wood's like what 26? What's his ranking? He's outside the top 15.
Yeah, but Nathaniel Wood's coming off beating that French guy the other week.
Oh, Morgan.
And he's good.
Yeah. What's John Silver's ranking though? What was it pre Bryce Mitchell fight? It was like 15 though.
Yeah, exactly.
And he couldn't beat 15, so yeah, he does need
11. Yeah.
Is it 11 now?
No, yeah.
Yeah, so Bryce Mitchell's going to go. He's basically got a fight outside the top.
It's got to be outside the top 15.
Yeah, I'd give him Nathaniel Wood.
Fair enough. Yeah, I know. Because he's not even.
I do want Bryce Mitchell to come back.
I forget how stacked featherweight was. I just forgot how stacked it was.
I do want Bryce Mitchell to come back. I think he's a good personality for the UFC.
I think he's a great
although he's
guy.
mega controversial.
Yeah, but I understand.
I think you need.
It's a shame he didn't win.
Yeah.
I like you. They were both like you both wanted him to win.
Yeah. No, I don't know, man. I like the hype. I'm on the hype train. I'm on the John Silver hype train. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm on it, and it's going full steam.
Yeah, man.
I'm not jumping
100%.